Here's your daily updates. Newsman Dennis Daly offers his take on the events of the day in another daily video blog.
Hi, and thanks again, everybody. We are at a very special place. We're at the top of the Palm Springs Aerial Tramway, and if you ever come up here, and I hope you will if you haven't already, you will notice a couple of things immediately. First of all, compared to the valley floor, it's almost chilly up here. Secondly, the flora and fauna are completely different. And thirdly, what you have to realize, and if it were much clearer today you'd be able to see, is that as you look down on the valley, you realize how civilization was carved out of the desert.
And as the song says, on a clear day you can see forever. And even through the haze you can see a lot farther than you might imagine. All the way down the Coachella Valley, up to Desert Hot Springs. You get a great perspective on what's happening. And if you want an even closer look at things, for example, see if you can see your house or condo, you can always go to the observation deck and use one of the pay-per-view telescopes. You know, a lot of people spend an entire day up here, some of them eating 2 meals. There are essentially 3 dining areas. The Peaks, which is a fine dining area, the Pines Buffet with some great food, and they didn't pay me to tell you that, and there's also a cocktail lounge. And the neat thing about the whole restaurant complex is the fact that the views are so great from up here. But it wasn't that long ago that most of these people were waiting down below in the queue to go up the tram, many taking their first trip. Now, along the way, there's a great display on the wall of the different kinds of cable that have been used over the years to support the tram cars and all the other things to give you a sense of safety. And by the way, every morning, someone gets atop each of the 2 tram cars and makes the trip just to make sure that everything is A-OK. Well, I'll tell you what, let's start up the mountain, because it is a magnificent trip. You go up this sharp, steep-sided valley all the way to the top. And every time you take the tram, you'll see something you didn't see the last time. For example, on the way down, you'll see these platforms you may have missed. They're helicopter landing pads. It took over 23,000 missions by helicopter to build this massive project. Started in 1961, inaugurated in the fall of 1963. And the cars rotate. These are new cars, just a decade old. One of the big thrills is when you go underneath each of the towers. Yes, there are oohs and ahs, because in a way, it's like being on a roller coaster. Finally, you get closer down to the bottom of the valley, and you've had a great day. You come to the landing platform, if you will. That's back at the building where it all started, where you got your ticket. It's a magnificent tram. It took a long time to build. It has dining specials. You can get a ticket to ride to the top and have dinner. Those change during the year. But all told, it's a genuine treasure here in the Coachella Valley. If you haven't been up the tram, you really should. And particularly if you have company in from out of town. This is an internationally known tramway. And it's right here on the edge of Palm Springs, right here in our valley.
Well, here we are. We made it. We're back down to what is called the Valley Station now at the base of the tram, and this is one of the original cars that went into service in the 1960s and was replaced by those incredible rotating cars. We're going to come back again because I want to do a feature on the wonderful restaurant that is up at the top of the tram. By the way, when you drive up here, be aware of a couple of things. The parking lot is on a steep incline. So if you're like me and you get winded easily, or if you have someone older in the car, make arrangements to let them off first and then find a place to park. Also, the road to get up here from 111 is very steep, and as the signs say, don't do it with your air conditioning on because you might overheat. Quite a day, and Lord, it's hot down here at the base of the tram. I'm Dennis Daly. Thanks for going along with your daily news update.